how do you stay focused and motivated every single day?
Yeah, well, being on a champion's journey, I know that there's going to be obstacles in the way, challenges in the way. So the way that I stay focused and motivated every day is, first of all, I know that the same moment that I can win or overcome a challenge that helps get me closer to my goal is the same moment that it's the hardest. It's the moment that I'm going to lose as well. So just knowing that these obstacles are part of the champion's journey helps me to be prepared for them and be motivated and focused and know that this is part of the journey. This is a journey of excellence, and there's always going to be some sort of challenge.
Do you plan for challenges, or do you focus on the end result? Like, do you look at scenarios and plan for the worst, or?
Well, what I do, because anyone who knows excellence knows that you need all of your resources for the moment. And you can't be looking ahead, you can't be dealing with the past. You have to be in the zone, in the moment, right there to get the performance you need to achieve excellence. So that's where I am in the moment. But preparation is what leads to performance. So I do a process called Champions Map. I do my mapping, and I go all the way to the end result. And then I determine not only what result do I want, but what legacy do I want? What do I want to have this journey represent? And after this whole thing is over, what do I want to be left behind? And I start at that moment, and then I map out the entire journey. I resource it. What relationships do I need? What skills do I need? What mindset do I need? And then that frees me up to come all the way back to today and just focus on my performance in the moment.
Are there times when you may plan out the champion's map and go, right, this is where I need to get to, this is where I'm at, I have no idea how to bridge that gap? How do you get through those moments where you may not know the plan of attack to step out the milestones, but you really want to get there?
Yeah.
Is it part of research? How do you overcome that obstacle? Because once you've got it, it's easy. But if you get stuck in that process, how do you?
Yeah, well, every time you start a journey, you have no clue what's going to happen. No, you can't plan for it. There's no way to plan for something that hasn't happened yet. But you can definitely be prepared. And you can definitely understand and study and know the nature of something. So what I do is I constantly educate myself about myself, other people, the nature of the things that it is that I'm looking to master, so that when something does happen, I have the skills, I have the mindset, I have the ability to find a solution that's going to help me move further than someone else would in that same situation who's not prepared.
So clarity and having a plan, would you say, is the most important? Having a destination instead of just getting ideas and reacting, and having a definite focus and a end point, a destination?
Without a destination, you can work as hard as you want, and you may not end up at a goal. So forward progress doesn't always mean that you are winning and that you're going to end up where you want to be. Forward progress could be in the wrong direction. That's not forward progress. So your starting place is a destination, but I believe that it's multidimensional. So there's so many things so many different areas that you need to draw from in order to create a performance that has excellence in it. And planning, evaluation and planning is just one of them. I separate it into 6 different areas, and the first area is physical. So if you're not healthy, or if you don't have the energy, you can't do the journey. The journey's hard. You're going to get beat up and you're going to be tired. So you have to be physical. You have to be healthy, you have to be there. Then it's technical. You have to have skills. If you don't have the skills that are needed to get the performance, you can have all the determination in the world, and it's just not going to get the job done. It's not going to happen. And then it's strategy. So strategy for me is the right play, right moment, right person. So I can have two of those right play, right moment, try it against the wrong person, doesn't work. So I've got to have my strategy. Then I have to execute it. So it's execution. Then I have to have recovery. And then I have to have evaluation and planning. So in our champions process, we have it's 6 dimensions to success. And you have to pull from all of those areas to compete with other people who are skilled and prepared and who are going after a similar goal.
So you can say that process is, that's for you in beach volleyball, but that's the same process that business owners could use as well. The same analogies are the same, I guess, aren't they?
Yeah, I don't just use that for beach volleyball. That to me is a formula for excellence. And something like recovery, for example, people take for granted. But in a physical sense, every time we do a move, we have to be able to recover from it because there's usually a next job to do. So we can't even mentally and emotionally be so caught up in our last performance that we're not able to segue into the next. But from a strategic point of view, you can't you can't just work yourself into the ground and think that you're going to produce excellence. It just doesn't work.
So crucial.